Hi, ladies. I'm Maria. I'm here to assist the everyday girly embrace her feminine flow and general life talk. Let's get into it. If you're trying to step into your feminine energy, you need to have good quality women around you and in your friendship group. I'm going to be discussing some of the things that you need to look out for in a friendship group, especially if you're trying to step into your feminine energy, because who you surround yourself with, believe it or not, has an impact on how you carry yourself. So I'm going to be discussing certain things that you need to be avoiding and boundaries that you need to put in place in order to step into your feminine energy, because it does have a big part in who you surround yourself with. My first point I'm going to be discussing is a friend that is overly obsessed with you. And I know this isn't talked about enough, but a friend that is constantly watching your every move, watches what you wear, seems to always copy you. And don't get me wrong, but copying someone isn't a bad thing. Maybe you're inspiring them, but it's a friend that is constantly just trying to be you, which shows insecurity on her part. So please try to avoid friends like this or distance yourself if you can, because it just shows a little bit of jealousy and you don't want to be dealing with that, especially when you're trying to step into your feminine energy. Step into your feminine energy and embrace your femininity. So please avoid friends that, how me and my friends call it, someone that's very watchy, just constantly watching you, obsessed with you, overly this is going to sound weird, but overly complimenting you. Mm. You want a friend that is secure in herself, that has her own identity, and you have your own identity. Okay, being around friends that are doing things that you have outgrown. If you're not putting boundaries in place with your friendship groups, it's going to be very hard for you to step into your feminine energy. So, for example, I don't like clubbing. I have never really liked clubbing. I hate staying out late, but I would make the exception for a friend's birthday party. But on just a casual weekend, I will not go out. And my friends are fully aware of this. And thank God that I have friends that respect my boundaries. And the reason I hate going out is because I get tired. I'm a person that no matter how late I go to sleep, I wake up at the same time. So if I'm going out clubbing and I get home at 2 a.m., believe it or not, I'm still waking up at 6 a.m. and I'm extremely drained for the next day. So that's a boundary I put in place in order to look after myself and look after my health. And that's something that I'm going to keep on doing. Again, I will make the exception for a friend's birthday party, but I will also leave it at a reasonable time. And all my friends are aware of this. It annoys them, but I've put that boundary in place. I respect their boundaries and they respect mine. So please find friends that respect your boundaries. And if you're constantly around women that are doing things that you have outgrown, it's time to distance yourself, because it is going to affect your feminine energy. And like I said before, who you have around you has an impact on how you carry yourself. So please, ladies, be careful with the friendships that you carry, because it has an impact on you and how you live. You want to avoid a friend or being around a friend constantly that uses certain languages, swear words, slangs, and certain types of abbreviation. Because when you're around that person constantly, you start picking up on their lingo. And as someone that's trying to step into their feminine energy, you don't want to be having certain vulgar words come out of your mouth. So I would always say avoid or distance yourself from friends that constantly are swearing, have like a very abrasive, combative, reactive character to them, because it will start to rub off on you. Or you could be out, for example, and you might find yourself in a situation because you're sticking up for your friend that is potentially in the wrong. So please be mindful of the company that you carry around, because it will affect your feminine energy. This one's my pet peeve. Avoid friends. If you're trying to come out of a bad habit, let's say, for example, you're a smoker or a drinker, please avoid friends that go out to smoke and drink. I I shouldn't say hate, but I hate people that smoke around me. Luckily, I have two friends that smoke or they vape, same thing. And the rest of my friends don't smoke or vape. So thank God for that. But my two friends that I do have that smoke or vape, they respect my boundaries. So if I'm with them, they will take a step out to smoke. Or if I'm at their house, for example, they will move away to go smoke in a different area. So again, boundaries are very important. If you have a friend that doesn't respect your boundaries, baby girl, it's time to get out of there. Have the conversation, be open with your communication with your friend. But if they're not willing to respect your boundaries, you need to keep dipping and create the space for the people that are meant to be in your life. This one's a bit of a touchy one. A friend that purposefully dresses provocative to get attention. As a feminine woman, you don't chase attention. Attention will naturally flow to you. I promise you. Attention will naturally flow to you, and you do not need to be dressed provocative. You do not need to be dressed and provocative to get attention from men. And plus, ladies, if you're trying to step into your feminine energy and you want to attract good quality masculine man, that's not the way to go about it. It actually repels them when you're constantly showing too much. You can dress so modest and still have a sexy look to you. I was in Hertfordshire the other day and I saw this girl. She had it wasn't like a crop top, but it was like a spaghetti string vest on. And you can tell she's purposely trying to show her bra, and the bra was like a push up bra. And it just looked so tacky. It just looked, and it's like, oh, I just want to help you, but each your own. You dress how you want to dress. But if you're trying to step into your feminine energy, your femininity is linked to that. And if you want to attract a good quality man, there's a way of carrying yourself. And trust me, it's not the way of dressing provocatively and showing too much. Sometimes leave things to their imagination. Leave a bit of mystery for a man. I'm all for dressing sexy. I'm all for looking nice, but in a certain way. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to get unwanted attention from a low quality type of man, or a man that is just going to waste your time if you dress in a certain way. Have friends that you're able to have conversations with and laugh and have a good time. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but when you have a friend, you're left leaving that conversation or that meetup feeling drained. You do want to distance yourself from friends like that if they're constantly negative, constantly have a victim mindset. And don't get me wrong, people do go through things. So sometimes your friend could just be going through a phase. Yes, I'm all for giving people second chances and being there for your friend. However, if this friend is not willing to, see another outcome, change for the better, it's time for you to distance yourself, because it is going to drain you and drag you down. And I just want to add to that, have friends that you can pray with, have friends that you guys support each other, you're supporting them, they're supporting you, you uplift each other, good quality friendships. And a reminder, cut the bad friends off so you can make space for the good friends that are meant to be in your life. As long as you're doing the work, the inner work, those friends will come to you. Listen to your intuition. If something is feeling off with that friend, 9 times out of 10 is because it probably is off. So listen to that feeling. And if you're a person that's not confrontational or doesn't like to have face-to-face conversation, my advice would be first distance yourself and then reconnect with that person. If you're still feeling the same, then it's time for you to let that friendship go. Anyways, ladies, that's it from me. It's just a few tips and things that you need to be avoiding with friendship in order for you to step into your feminine energy. Until my next video, ladies. Mwah.